right, everybody, welcome aboard to Day 3 of Big O 2019. My name is Hazenberg.
And I'm Till Furious.
And we're bringing you an awesome game over here on Track 2. Jet City Roller Derby Bombers versus
Red Stick Roller Derby All-Stars.
That's right. Red Stick is my home league, but we are going to go through. Why don't we go ahead and go
Announce the Jet City Roller Derby Bombers All-Stars. Number 03, Mary Contrary. Number 1, Sia Wouldn't Wanna Be Ya. Number 10, Ava Derchi. 13 is Mexorcist. 16, Bombshell. 22, Terror Face Off. Number 3, Chick Let's Rock. Number 5, Ivana Hercha. 51 is Crash Smash 'em. 57, Ruby Rough and Tumble. Number 6, Razor Wreck Her. 66, Aria Reddy. Number 7, Terra Nova Thrasher. 80, Beethoven's Fist. And number 9, Deadly Longlegs.
And for the Red Stick Roller Derby All-Stars, we've got 100 Original Sin, 228 Kamikaze, 29 I'm a Pusher, 30 Stabby Cat, 36 Sailor Doom, 376 Hot Mess Molly, 411 Fun Size, number 5 I Shove Lucy, 511 Machu Picchu, 69 to Napalm Death, 725 Sparkles Fantastic, 76 Little Miss Maggot, 777 Dominican Cans, 89 Princess Lay It On You, and 903 Blasian Bayou. And we're already lined up for our first jam. If we can make this, we're going to swipe this away. That's number 725 Sparkles Fantastic on the jam line for Red Stick.
And number 10, Ava Derchi for Jet City. Jet City sporting the purple tops this afternoon, and Red Stick obviously in the red outfits today.
And the whistle has blown. Both jammers are off. Sparkles Fantastic coming to teleport their way to the front of the line, but getting recycled back to the jam line. Number 7, Terra Nova Thrasher taking a penalty in the process off to the box. Sparky fighting away to the front. Sparkles Fantastic is your lead jammer.
And number 10, Ava Derchi, just having great difficulty against this Red Stick defense over here. No room at the end, being long recycled now.
Looks like we had a star pass to Beethoven's Fist on Jet City. Sparkles Fantastic putting up 4 points on her first pass.
And Beethoven's Fist now through the pack and on their initial scoring pass.
No points yet for Jet City. And now Beethoven's Fist has completed a 4-point pass. Sparky coming around the back, trying to come through. Looks like she's going to try to get another claw full of points before calling it off.
That's kind of interesting that they're not calling off this jam now, just trying to run it long here. Oh, and there you go. Looks like Beethoven's Fist headed to the penalty box. So now we'll have a power jam for Red Stick.
Sparky coming through on the inside. Sparky with 4. So Sparky going for the long points right out the gate. That's unusual for Red Stick. Usually the first few jams are these teams feeling each other out, trying to get a sense for each other's strengths and weaknesses. But Red Stick have just decided to go ham right from the start.
Well, it was a little odd that they didn't call that jam earlier, but then it worked out for them as the Jet City jammer ended up with a penalty. Still in the penalty box, so Red Stick will start this next jam with a power start.
And Sparky picking up 3 more points on the way out. Jet City grabbed 6 on that jam, but Red Stick picked up 19. That's a hell of a first jam.
That's a big first jam. Big start, big jump out to lead here for Red Stick.
Number 89, Princess Lay It On You, coming up to the jam line for Red Stick all by herself as number 10, Eva Derchi, still in the box, although now out of the box and coming around.
Jet City was still with 2 blockers in the penalty box. Big pack advantage here for Red Stick.
And Princess getting recycled back, but making their way through. Princess grabs lead position.
And still only two blockers on the track for Jet City. Oh, here they come now. Both of the blockers in the penalty box are headed out now. So Jet City back to full strength.
Princess skipping through on the inside. Another 4 high in the air.
Red Stick starting off quickly here this afternoon. And looks like number 16, Bombshell, now through for Jet City on their initial scoring pass.
All right, Bombshell taking a hit from 100 Original Sin, and 511 Machu Picchu getting held back at turn 3. But Bombshell blasting through, puts up 4 in the sky.
And there's your call off.
Looks like 4 more points picked up by Princess at the end of that one. So scores 27-10 in favor of the team from Baton Rouge.
Hey, we'd like to remind all of you fans out there to use the hashtag BigO2019 in all of your tournament posts this weekend. Be sure to check it out, the hashtag BigO2019 on Twitter and Instagram. All the photos and everything there, a lot of fun.
That's right. I have it open on my Twitter feed during my calls this tournament, and so your feedback, your shout-outs do get relayed. We got 411 Fun Size jamming for Red Stick here. And number 5, that's Ivana Hercha bearing the star for Jet City. And the Jet City pivot off to the penalty box. That is number 9, Deadly Long Legs. But Ivana Hercha gets lead.
Looks like.
And had a star pass on Red Stick, number 76, Little Miss Maggot.
Dominican's headed to the penalty box as well for Red Stick.
Yeah,
so each team will start one player down on this next jam.
That's correct. And Little Miss Maggot and Sparkles Fantastic both got voted MVPs, so we'll see them in the MVP game on track 1 later tonight. Be sure to tune in for that one. It's going to be epic. It's going to be all the best players from all the teams up against Team Canada, which is all the best players from Canada. We got 725 Sparkles Fantastic up on the jam line now for Red Stick. 03 Mary Contrary with the star for Jet City. And Sparky dashes out front, grabs lead. She was pushed out of bounds but did not have to recycle.
It's like number 22 Terror Faceoff headed to the penalty box for Jet City. And number 9 for Jet City, Deadly Longlegs, being released right at the end of that jam there.
Sparky zips out, picks up 4 points, calls off the jam.
It looks like once again we'll have both teams with one player short on this next jam start.
Number 8-9, Princess Lay It On You with the star for Red Stick. And number 6-6, one of my favorite derby names of the entire weekend. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you? Are you so furious?
I'm ready. You know, my favorite derby name so far this weekend is Free Shavakadu.
Oh, yeah, from Montreal News
From Montreal, yeah, that's an awesome derby name.
And Are You Ready is your lead jammer. Princess Lay It On You also coming around. Are You Ready takes a hit from 777 Dominican Cans, calls it off from her knees.
But not before 4 points picked up by Are You Ready.
18-31 now in favor of Red Stick. 411 Fun Size up to the jam line for Red Stick. 5-1 Crash Smash 'em with the star now for Jet City. This is Crash Smash 'em's first time on the jam line.
This bout is full of great derby names.
Absolutely. Any bout that doesn't have a lot of fun derby names, it's like, why?
Yeah, exactly. We're having fun. I hope everybody out in Derbyland is having fun as well.
Actually, I say that, but there's been a lean toward Crash Smash 'em getting lead, toward using their legal names in skating. Like some of the best skaters in the world do that, and that's totally fine. It's whatever you feel most represents you on the track.
Right.
And I know that's part of the movement toward getting roller derby some more mainstream recognition.
Right, and that TV coverage and what have you will all play along with that.
And you know, when that becomes the standard procedure, I'll gladly announce games as Matt Hazen. It's also fun to be Hazenberg while I still can.
Exactly.
Or while I still choose to, rather. 725 Sparkles Fantastic up to the jam line for Red Stick.
Very close game so far. Jet City 22, Red Stick 31.
1-0 Eva Derchi jamming for Jet City. Dashes out front like a rocket, gets the lead. And going into the Red Stick tripod. And getting around, Sparkle's fantastic also through. Eva Derchi putting up 4 points. It's only a 5-point game right now for these teams. Eva Derchi chooses to call off the jam. So no points for Red Stick. I think this is the first jam we've had where they've been not completely shut out. They got 3 points up here.
Yeah,
I spoke too soon right there.
Last-minute points added by the referees there. Hey, we'd like to give a shout-out to DerbyWarehouse.com. Be sure to check them out for all your Derby gear needs with free shipping and free returns. Again, that's DerbyWarehouse.com.
All right, on the jam line, we got number 8-9, Princess Lay and Anya for Red Stick. And number 5, that is Ivana Hercha for Jet City. And Princess Lay and Anya gets out front, attains lead position.
Oh, and meanwhile, Jet City sending their pivot, number 9. That's Deadly Longlegs to the penalty box again. Oh, and their jammer, too, headed to the penalty box. So Ivana Hercha didn't see the call on that.
I got to say, I would not want to give up power jam to Princess Lay and Anya or these Red Stick blockers. See 511 Machu Picchu, 7-6 Little Miss Maggot, and 6-9 to Napalm Death, along with team captain 100 Original Sin, tearing up the defense out there.
Oh, Princess Lay it on you. There was some nice derby move to get around that last blocker for Jet City.
And Princess attempting to attack her way through as Ivana Hercha returns from the penalty box and is taking a shoulder hit from 100 Original Sin, who gets a forearm penalty in the process.
Well, this Jet City wall here, Beethoven's Fist, looks like Terra Nova. Pretty formidable here, and just as soon as I say that, of course, looks like Beethoven's Fist headed to the penalty box.
And Ivana Hercha just mired up in this Red Stick wall.
Oh, and just like you said, right when we say that, off they go. And there's the call off.
Yeah, Princess calling off the jam, picking up 4 more points on her way out. That is 8 points total for Red Stick on that one. Woo, this has been one heck of a fast-paced game so far.
It has.
Furious.
Fast and furious here so far this afternoon on track 2.
All right, looks like we have an official review being called, so that'll give us a little time to catch our breath. Official review, looks like being called by Red Stick.
Hey, we'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that tickets for the International WFTDA, easy for me to say, WFTDA playoffs and champs will go on sale June 17th. Mark your calendars now and get those tickets at WFTDA.com/tickets.
I, for one, am hoping to get on the crew for the Winston-Salem playoff this year because I have family up in North Carolina, and that also happens to be the weekend of my 40th birthday.
Well, congratulations. I hope you make it, and happy birthday a little ahead of time.
Thank you.
My birthday, just out of note, is next week.
Well, happy early birthday to Furious.
I'm having a birthday derby trip. It's awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And I'm having a great time.
Where are y'all going?
I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm talking about right now.
Oh, I see. So
you're
celebrating early.
Yeah, it didn't just happen to land on my birthday, so that's okay, though.
Although you hail from the Portland area, don't you?
Yeah, it is correct.
So this was basically in your backyard.
Yeah, it only took me a couple hours to get here. So,
and to say I have really enjoyed my time in Eugene so far. This is such a beautiful place. I might not go home at the rate this is going.
The weather is just fantastic this weekend. This been having a little bit of a wet winter as usual here in the Willamette Valley, but beautiful weather this weekend. Great time, lots of fun derby.
Absolutely.
Hey, we'd also like to take this opportunity to shout out to our officials. Today, our head official is Beverly Crusher, Jens Hottinger, Russ, Elkiholic, Whack Job, Ren Stoke, Raw Shark, Ultraviolet Blue, Wiley, Galvatron, Chirofracture, Wisp Herder, Locomotive, Doling It Out, Moss Wild, and Kill C. Grammar. Thank you all officials for making it happen, and all the volunteers here at the Big O as well. Everybody's working hard this weekend. Fantastic event.
Oh, it absolutely has been. This is one of the best produced Derby tournaments I've ever had the pleasure to announce or attend. And I am just feeling massively...
The call on the track will stand. No official review retained.
All right, looks like, according to Dr. Beverly Crusher, Red Stick was looking for a penalty, but no call will stand. Red Stick loses their official review, and we're going to get back into the action with 411 Fun Size up on the jam line for Baton Rouge and 6-6. Are you ready? For Jet City. Jet City hails from Everett, Washington, which I believe is the corporate headquarters for the Boeing Corporation, hence the name Jet City. But also, given the speed of some of these jammers, like, are you ready? I think they came equipped with rockets in their pockets.
They definitely have their engines on full here.
I just realized I said something inappropriate. Like, could be inappropriate, but no, seriously, she takes off like a rocket. Fun Size also out to complete initial. Arya dashes through, calls it off. A girl has all the points.
4 points for Jet City. Just under 19 minutes to go in this first period. Jet City 30 and Red Stick 42.
725 Sparkles Fantastic stepping up to the jam line for Red Stick. 1-0 Eva Derchi with the star for Jet City.
Both teams at full strength here to start this jam. Our penalty box is empty. Oh, it's a furious battle going on here between the jam and pivot lines. Neither jammer being able to get any purchase here.
Shout out to Liz Jones, who's cheering on her favorite team, Red Stick Roller Derby, from home.
Number 10, Ava Derchi, riding the penalty box now for Jet City.
Sparkles Fantastic, your lead jammer.
Sparkles Fantastic now working against number 2-2 Terror Faceoff. And it looks like number 9 there, Deadly Longlegs for Jet City.
Yeah, 511 Machu Picchu headed off to the penalty box.
And a big recycle now, Deadly Longlegs on Sparkles Fantastic.
Sparky Tim to come through on the inside. Eva Derchi making her way through to complete her initial. Sparky calls it off. Let's see, 3 more points picked up by Red Stick on that scoring trip. Eight 9 Princess Leia and Anya rolling up to the jam line with 5-1 Crash Smash 'em. I love that name, Crash Smash 'em.
Hey, we'd be a little remiss if we didn't mention, too, that our jam line here is being sponsored by Rydell. Over here on track 2, a proud sponsor of the Big O 2019, Rydell.
That's right, and Princess grinding across the Rydell jam line. Crash Smash 'em gets out front and is your lead crasher. Princess Leia and Anya past the star to 1-0-0 Original Sin.
And
Crash,
call off.
Yeah, Crash gets through, puts up those 4 points before Sin can pick up any. So this is one of those rare occasions where Red Stick held scoreless, 34-45 in favor of the team from Baton Rouge, but the team from Everett starting to pick up the pace. 411 Fun Size up to the jam line for Red Stick. 0-3 Mary Contrary got the star on our Rydell jam line for Jet City.
Looks like Jet City slowly but surely here chipping away. Only 11 points down now.
Oh, gorgeous hit from 3-0 Stabby Cat, recycling 0-3. Oh, palindromic derby numbers too. I love that.
Yeah.
Fun Size fighting toward the front and is awarded lead jammer.
Oh, that was a lot of work for Fun Size there, but they're through now.
Fun Size is as tough as they come. Believe me, she may be tiny, but she is mighty. On a nice hit from 7-6 Little Miss Maggot to hold Mary Contrary back, force her back to turn 2. Fun Size
Oh, and a
fighting
nice-
around 1-6 Bombshell.
Nice ride out there by Bombshell.
Absolutely. 4 points in the sky for Fun Size.
Well, you're right. Fun Size doesn't give up. Keeps pounding away at the pack here, scoring points. Oh, nice move around the outside on that time for Fun Size. Pick up the 4 points in the call off.
We had a star pass on Jet City 2, number 1-6 Bombshell. Right before the end of that one, Fun Size picking up 4 more points with the call off. Now, I have seen Fun push an entire tripod of skaters much larger than her all the way around the track.
Wow.
And it wiped her out pretty good, but she was ready to go 2 jams later.
Nice.
725 Sparkles Fantastic got the star for Red Stick. 6-6, are you ready? Dashing off for Jet City. Oh, and a nice hit from 7-6 Little Miss Maggot, but it's not enough to
Not
knock
quite
Are You
enough.
Ready off her toes.
Are You Ready was ready for that one and managed to absorb that hit and make it through.
A girl has lead jam.
Oh, my. Wow, that was some crazy lateral movement there. Are You Ready? Awesome. Awesome derby moving.
Oh, Aria
Little jammer aggression there.
threw the hit on Sparkles Fantastic, putting up 4 points on her way through.
And getting the big advantage in track space.
Are you ready? Calling it off and then taking a spill to the floor. Wow, that jam was so fast and furious that I'm tired.
Wow.
7-6 Little Miss Maggot skating back to check on Aria.
All that in 4 points. Awesome. We'd like to give a shout out to Stakes Contact Wear. Put some stakes between you and your opponent. Visit stakeswear.com.
And now I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's the wrong kind of stakes.
8-9 Princess Lay It On Ya on the jam line for Red Stick with number 5, Ivana Hercha with bearing the star for Jet City. But Princess gets lead, accelerates to light speed on the straightaway. Look at the speed for both of these
Both
jammers.
flying around the track here.
And the whole pack just
pack is moving quickly
zooming
too.
along.
Oh, it's like Red Stick's pack kind of fell at the top of turn 3 there.
1 point picked up by Princess, but it looks like
Is that a 3?
I can't
like a 3.
tell. Can't really see her. Really can't see the jam ref's fingers up against the door.
Yeah,
but
unfortunately,
it is 3 points.
Unfortunately, the door is open and we have a serious glare going. We can see the outside though, and that's a nice thing.
A little sunlight in your derby is always good.
We were saying yesterday, wouldn't it be nice if they could open the roof, you know? But I guess maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, looks like we got Crash Smash 'em breaking through the pack to take lead jammer now for Jet City.
Rose Cummins tweets that they are watching this game and good luck. Thanks, Rose.
Little Miss Maggot was the jammer for Red Stick, though our lineup did not indicate that that was who the skater was, but
It's the first time in this game that Maggot started out with the star.
a little quick call off there, but 2 points scored by Jet City.
725 Sparkles Fantastic up to the jam line for Red Stick. 1-0 Eva Derchi wearing the star for Jet City.
And they're off. Eva Derchit being recycled there by number 7-6, Little Miss Maggot.
And both jammers at the back of the pack. Well, I say that, but Eva Derchi was almost to the front, but getting pulled back by 6'9" to Napalm Death and 7'6" Little Miss Maggot all the way back,
Oh, big,
almost
big
to the
pull
right
back.
L jam line.
Big pull back here for both jammers.
So just enormous drawbacks. 6'9" to Napalm Death pushing her out one more time.
Looks like Eva Derchi at the front of the pack now and through.
And Sparky got the lead. But Eva Derchi, yeah,
Coming fast and hot on their tail.
and pouring on that speed to catch up, forcing the call off. No points for anybody on that jam.
That's one very infrequent no-point jam we've had this afternoon. There's not very many of those. Both teams scoring points. And that being said, just a little over 10 minutes now. Jet City in the purple, 43, and Red Stick with the red, 54.
Number 89, Princess Leia Anya on the jam line for Red Stick. Number 5, Ivana Hercha bearing the star now for Jet City.
Oh, bodies are flying. Princess, lay it on ya. Now your lead jammer for Red Stick.
Now Princess got a no pass, no penalty.
No pass, no penalty. All
But
right.
it's a power jam as Ivana Hercha goes to the box for a forearm.
Jet City with a blocker in the penalty box as well. Standing now, though.
Yep, that's 1-3, the Mexorcist.
All right, and they're back on the track now. But it looks like Jet City with another blocker headed over. Number 3, that's Chicklets Rock. Oh, and number 16 also headed to the box. That's Bombshell. So now Jet City with a half a six-pack in the penalty box here. Another skater, number 6, Razor, on the wait list for the penalty box.
But Razor forced to return to the track because there's no more room left in the penalty box after that litany was called. 8 points picked up by Princess Leia Onyas thus far in this jam.
All right, Razor now headed to now sitting in the penalty box.
And Ivana Hercha is out of the box and back in the fight. But Princess picking up another 4.
Bombshell back on the track for Jet City. So Jet City with only one skater in the penalty box as we speak.
And it looks like Princess was considering calling off the jam, but then decided against it.
It's like a big drawback there by Bombshell on Princess.
And Princess throwing up another 4.
Oh, we don't have a lead jammer. That's what the problem is. So there it is. Jam comes to its natural end.
Yep, full 2 minutes.
It's like Princess was trying to call it off there, but the refs weren't having it.
16 points picked up by Princess Leia Anya, 3 points picked up by Red Stick. I think that ties for highest scoring jam in this game so far.
That was a big jam there. We haven't had too many big ones so far in this game, but Red Stick now stretching out the lead. And we have a little timeout here.
Timeout being called by Jet City, which gives all of our coaches time to reassess their strategy here, and we're going to see what Jet City's folks come up with. And let's go to the Macy Morales, aka Rat, says Shallow and Rat cheering for Red Stick from sunny San Diego.
Oh, sunny San Diego.
Yeah, Rat and Shallow were both former Red Stick members before they moved out to SoCal.
All right, I'm glad to see them repping their former team.
Of course, once you're Red Stick, you're always Red Stick.
That's it.
And if you're watching from home and you're a Jet City fan, post with hashtag BigO2019. We'll mention you on the air too. Like, I don't want it to be one-sided. It's just all the tweets have been for Red Stick.
Well, come on, Jet City, where are you? Let's see your Twitter.
Most of the Jet City fans probably drove down here
That's
because we can
probably
hear
true.
them screaming in the crowd out here.
Yeah, it's not too far. Seattle's not too far from here.
All right, we're coming in out of our timeout. 4-1-1 Fun Size starting on the jam line by herself.
Power jam.
As
Like
number 5, Ivana Hercha, starting in the penalty box but getting released. The penalty box is completely empty now.
Well, we started off with 3 skaters in the penalty box, but now they're empty, and Ivana Hercha quickly through the pack.
Wow.
Just right through. Take lead jammer for Jet City.
Yeah, Red Stick absolutely cannot sleep on this Jet City team.
Oh, and another big hole for Jet City. Wow, you could drive a truck through that hole.
And like we just said, Red Stick can't be affording to take a nap out there. They have got to keep their defense as solid as they can.
Oh, and
if
we
they're
have
gonna
a star
hold back
pass
these
now.
Juki jammers.
Star pass now. Maggot with the the star for Jet Red Stick, but then the jam is called off.
Yep, she got those double-layered helmet covers, which is what happens when the pivot becomes the jammer.
And the whistle oftentimes follows quickly.
Indeed. Looks like that was 7 points total picked up by Jet City. Red Stick have a decent lead here, but one good jam could turn this around for Jet.
Well, that's 7 points in one jam for Jet. If they keep doing that, it'll chip away at it.
Absolutely. We've got number 66, Are You Ready? Jamming now for Jet, and 725, Sparkles Fantastic, carrying the star for Red Stick. And Are You Ready almost makes it out front, but gets recycled back, coming around really fast, thrown on the speed. And Are You Ready grabs the lead position.
Looks like 76, a little Miss Maggot for the Red Stick team, has headed to the penalty box.
Yeah, along with 3-0 Stabby Cat, who just got released. Are You Ready dives through, puts up 4 points, calls it off. There's such fast-paced derby in this game. These are both teams that have super fast, super nimble jammers and really know how to maximize those. And I feel like this is probably one of the most evenly matched WFTDA games we've had in this tournament.
Well, yeah, and these teams are pretty wide in the rankings here. Jet City ranked 63 and Red Stick number 83, and yet they're still playing as a very competitive game here. I guess these early season rankings are a little bit speculative. We'll see how it turns out. After this weekend of roller derby, I'm sure there'll be some shuffling going on.
And we got Princess versus Crash jamming right now. And you're right about that, the ranking shuffles. Red Stick has already beaten number 61, V-Town, and number 85, Wasatch, during this tournament. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to the June rankings to see how those shake out.
This is my first look at Jet City this season, and I don't know how they've done in the tournament so far either, but it looks like they're doing really well here today.
They're hanging tough. They're definitely on their game on this one. That was no points for anybody on that jam. 4.5 minutes left in the halftime. Oh, sorry, 1 point picked up by Red Stick. That was
a late call there.
Too soon, yeah. 4-1-1, Fun Size on the jam line for Red Stick. 1-0, Eva Darchie with the star for Jet City.
Oh, and Eva Derchi quickly around the inside, sees the line and takes it. Lead jammer, Jet City.
Very nice, Eva.
Oh, that's a nice block out there. Number 69 for Red Stick, Danae Palm Death.
And Fun Size coming through. Eva Derchi putting up 4 points, calling it off before Fun gets a chance to score any for her team. All right, less than 4 minutes left in our game, or in our first half of the game, rather, here. 725 Sparkles Fantastic, 7 to the jam line 0-3 Mary Contrary. Both of these teams mixing up their jammer rotation pretty frequently. Sometimes when teams are this evenly matched, it comes down to coach versus coach, like how they adapt to each other's strategies.
Well, there's a lot of things going on too. Clock management plays a big factor. We've seen that in a few games earlier where the clock was just let run when they had timeouts on the board. It just seems some coaches are better at dealing with that than others.
You're absolutely right.
It all plays in, though. A lot of, like you said, a lot of strategery, a lot of clock management, a lot of player management.
5-1-1 Machu Picchu took a hard hit at turn 2, but it looks like Mary Contrary actually took a penalty during that, because this has been a power jam for Red Stick for the last 20 seconds. 5-1-1 Machu Picchu going off to the box.
Sparkles Fantastic now has found the Sad Jammer's place here in the Jet City trio of blockers here at the just before the right L jammer line.
She's in the sad place.
Oh, but sadness is over. Through she goes. And there's the call off.
The happiness of points.
Yay.
That's
points makes it all better.
Hey, it's 8 points picked up by Sparky. It looks like 0 points picked up by Jet City on that one. So this is an 18-point game right now. Princess Lay It On Ya and Ivana Hercha stepping up to our right L jam line. With less than 2 minutes left in the half, this may be the final jam of the half before we go into our break. And we apologize to all of you who were at home and were sending us messages being like, hey, why isn't the game on? Is the game still on? The game before this ran a little late, and so they chose to delay the game by 10 minutes to allow the teams enough proper time to warm up. Ivana Hercha is through to complete lead. Princess getting pulled back by 1-6. Bombshell, who earns a penalty on the way. Princess making her way through to complete initial. Ivana Hercha is also on a scoring trip.
Jet City exiting 2 skaters from the penalty box right as the whistle is blown.
Ivana Hercha calls it off in turn 1. Looks like 3 points picked up by Jet City, no points for Red Stick.
The Red Stick will have a 1 skater pack advantage here as we start this, what could very well be the last jam of this half.
And we've got a team timeout being called. This time, I believe. No. Maybe it's, no. Might be official timeout?
Not sure. I haven't gotten any indication here.
The jam timer isn't doing the team timeout dance, so this looks like an official timeout. Oh, the camera's coming by us. Wave hi.
Hi. Hello to everyone out there in the Derby world.
I want to thank all of our video producers out there who are doing an excellent job keeping us live and making us look good. And I know for some of us that's more of a challenge than others.
Definitely.
But thank you, video producers.
Yes.
You the best. Our video producer over here is Extra Crispy, who's doing a great job out there throwing up overlays and stuff.
It's very helpful for us. I'm sure it is for the viewers at home as well.
Absolutely. You know, while we've got a timeout, why don't we look at our scoring analysis, if we can get that put up. Dropkick Daisy is also producing for us over here, and there's our points per jam. And so we can see that it's been pretty one-sided. We've had a lot of jams where Jet City has just put up little points here and there, and then Red Stick tends to go for the long points in the analysis.
Yeah, it looks like Red Sticks had a better job of putting up the long points in each jam than Jet City at this point.
And the highest scoring jams have been 19, which was jam 1, and then 16 points later in the game, both on the turn, both in favor of Red Stick. I believe Sparkles Fantastic was the jammer for both of those.
Yeah, I'd like to see the penalty line up as well, because there has been a lot of activity in our penalty box here this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think we have live penalty analysis.
Well, we can take a look at it at halftime and report back. Oh, here it goes.
Yeah, no, there it went. Yeah, we don't have it.
Well, we're just about to start again, I think, here. So the referees are breaking up.
Yeah, and during the halftime, I think we may run over there and ask the non-skating officials and the skating officials for a little help with analysis.
Maybe a little clarification on what was going on there.
Thank you, Daisy. All right, we're getting back into it. 4-1-1 fun size on the jam line for Red Stick. Oh, no, sorry. She's wearing the pivot cover.
All right, Jet City with 2 skaters in the penalty box there, number 1-3, the Mex assist.
Looks like 7-6 Little Miss Maggot and 6-6 Are You Ready, both duking it out.
Bombshell also in the penalty box for Jet City. Looks like we have a long jammer drawback.
Wow.
Oh, Red Stick's not having any of it.
No, Maggot just chose to wait until Are You Ready was back within the zone of engagement in the front.
Big.
And Maggot just ran for it, dashed through, grabbed lead. Wow, you do not see, you just don't see this in Derby that often.
That was a little weird action there, but we're on the normal road now, and there's a call off.
Wow.
And that brings us to intermission.
Yep, 64-6. Oh, sorry, points still being tallied. 64-81 in favor of Red Stick as we go into our halftime break. We are going to take a little breather here, as will the skaters. We'll be back in just a few minutes. My name is Hazenberg.
And I'm Toe Furious.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome back to Big O Track 2 on day 3. My name is Hazenberg.
And I'm Toe Furious.
And wow, we have had one heck of a game so far. Jet City versus Red Stick. Red Stick 81, Jet City 64. And so we got a chance to go and do a little penalty analysis during the halftime. It looks like on Red Stick, they've been playing very penalty light. Even Machu Picchu, who tends to run a lot of penalties, is only at 3 at this point in the game. Meanwhile, over on Jet City, pretty much the whole team has been in and out of the box, but only a couple have more than 3 penalties, and those are the Mexorcist, number 1-3, who has 5 penalties, and Terror Faceoff, number 2-2, who has 4. Jet City are going to have to stay out of the box if they want to stay in this fight, but right now they're only down by 17 points. So as y'all know, one jam can turn that back around.
Oh, 17 points is a very small deficit to make up.
It sure is, and don't forget to use hashtag Big O 2019 and hashtag Big O Track 2 for your social media posts. We do watch those, and shout outs that you make and feedback that you give us may well be acted on. We're ready to come back in out of our halftime. 725 Sparkles Fantastic on the jam line. And who is that on the jam line for Jet City, Toe Furious?
I cannot see at this moment. Oh, it looks like 125. Are you ready?
That's right, that's 6'6". Are you ready?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I got it. Oh, you think I know Are You Ready by now. We've had a lot of time to call that number today.
Are you ready to watch your jam?
You bet. And Are You Ready? Quickly around the outside, just like that. Lead jammer, Jet City.
A girl has lead jammer. This is one of the few packs that has kept Sparky from a 100% lead jammer rate during their game against Wasatch on Saturday. Sparky only failed to get lead in one jam that she had the star.
Wow. That's some good jammer percentage there.
Sure is. Number 89 Princess Lay It On You now up to the line with 1-0 Eva Derchi.
And both of these jammers had a spectacular first half too. We'll see how they continue on here. Both jammers bang in the back of the pack here. Eva Derchi breaking through the middle of the pack. Take lead jammer for Jet City.
And that is lead twice in a row now for Jet. Exactly the kind of performance advantage that Jet's going to need to close out this score gap.
And Eva Derchi quickly calling off the jam. And we have a little conference on the points.
3 points picked up for Jet City. No points for Red Stick on that one.
All right. Well, a little bit at a time.
It's turning into a 12-point game. Number 777, Dominican Cans with the star for Red Stick for the first time in this game. Up against number 5, Ivana Hurcha.
Both teams at full strength here as our penalty box is empty. No penalties so far this second half.
That's great. I love seeing the penalty box be empty. And Dominican Cans is your lead jammer.
And Ivana Hurcha now through as well on her initial scoring pass, about half a track behind. And there's your call.
725 Sparkles Fantastic rolling up to the jam line here.
Looks like we have 2
with 5-1
now
crash.
for Red Stick.
Yeah, nice Dominican Cans. Throw those points up there. But this is 5-1 Crash Smash 'em in the blue for Jet City. And Sparkles Fantastic is through and is your lead jammer. And Crash Smash, I'm trying to dance around 7-6 Little Miss Maggot, getting out successfully to complete initial.
Is that the first time we've seen Crash Smash 'em as a jammer here this afternoon?
Oh no, she had the star several times during the first half, but wasn't
Maybe that's
as,
just the first time this half, I'm thinking.
Yeah, first time this half, but we're only on Jam 4. And that was 4 points picked up by Red Stick at the end of that one.
Red Stick extending their lead just a little bit here.
Number 8-9, Princess Lay It On You now with the Jammer Star for Red Stick. And number 4, Jet City, it's number 6-6.
Are you ready?
I wasn't, evidently.
And are you ready?
Wow.
Breaking through the pack. There was a nice spin move on the inside. Lead jammer for Jet City.
I wonder if she wants to move to Louisiana.
We have to ask her.
Princess
I think maybe she
dashing
wants
through.
Maybe she wants to get rid of the Night King.
Well, hashtag spoiler alert.
Oh, did I do that? It's been 2 weeks.
It's been all week.
Well, it seems like 2 weeks.
All right, number 777, Dominican Cans with the star for Red Stick. 1-0, Eva Derchi. We're going to the Rydell jam line for Jet City and getting nice and low to the flow so she can take off. Dominican Cans comes through on the inside, goes to the outside, go back to the inside. Awarded lead, but forced to recycle. Dominican Cans scrambling and dancing through.
Dominican Can trying to make it through the pack once again.
This is only Can's second time with the Jammer Star in this game.
Oh, and a nice ride out on Dominican Can there by Deadly Longlegs. Headed to the back of the pack and recycle once again.
Yeah, it looked like Cans thought that she could get in, but then chose to stop. Oh, we need medics to track side over here. Somebody is...
little stoppage into play here.
Well, there's a skater down, and so medics are going to come and make sure she's okay, and we hope she is. This is the first time I've seen the paramedics have to go to the track in this tournament.
Well, so far, this second half has been pretty fast and furious, just like the first half.
It sure has.
A bunch of low-scoring jams here and a lot of fast-paced action.
You see the camera cutting to the Red Stick bench as they hydrate and talk strategy. Can we get a look at the Jet bench? Well, it's gonna pan over and check out the Zebra Dazzle rather, right in the middle. All of our skating officials.
Definitely like to thank all of our skating officials and our non-skating officials here this afternoon and all weekend.
And if you are a Derby official and you're watching this, know that we hashtag Derby love you.
We do. For without Derby officials, we would have no Derby.
Yeah, it'd just be a bunch of people skating around in an oval and hitting each other. And while that might be fun to watch, well, it's not a sport.
We could just go to the local roller rink on a Saturday night for that activity.
All right, it looks like she is up and she's okay.
All right, that's awesome. Headed over to the medic area. Further check out. Hope they're okay there. We would like to take this opportunity to mention Rydell experienced the world-class edging with the Halo Radar wheels, available in a full range of harnesses from 84A all the way up to 103A. There is a Halo for everyone. Check it out, Rydell.com.
All right, it looks like the skater is returning to the Jet City bench, so I reckon she just got the wind knocked out of her.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, me too. And I know that sometimes that takes a little bit to recover from.
Oh, heck yeah. All right, teams coming back out on the track now. Get this action going again.
All right, 725 Sparkles Fantastic stepping up to the jam line for Red Stick. Number 5, Ivana Hercha putting on the star at the Rydell jam line for Jet City.
A stranger to the jammer status, it's Ivana Hercha, number 5.
All right, just 5 seconds for Derby.
Quite the matchup.
It's good to see Eva Derchi's doing all right.
Sparkle's kind of throwing a hand to the defense of a Hercha, trying to grab the...
Oh, a nice hit from 3-0 Stabby Cat, and then 6-9 to Napalm Death. To put Ivana Hercha back. With Sparky getting recycled way back by number 1-6 Bombshell. 7-6 Little Miss Maggot with the drawback again for Ivana Hercha.
I believe that was Terra Nova Thrasher headed to the penalty box for Jet City. Another blocker for Jet City now, number 6. Razor Wrecker in the penalty box now for Jet. And their jammer now headed to the penalty box as well, Ivana Hercha. Got a half a 6-pack of Jet City skaters in the penalty box.
I got to say, if I had to make a list, and I've said this before, of D3 skaters who are at this tournament to whom I would not want to give up a power jam, number 1 on that list would be number 725 Sparkles Fantastic.
I was remiss there. That was Sia Wouldn't Want to Be You in the penalty box for Jet City, but now back on the track. And Sparkles Fantastic through for 4 points. Bringing her total to 8 so far for this jam. Oh, and a big hit there. Sparkles on the deck.
Yeah, it looked like that hurt, but she's going to just shake it right off.
Oh, bounce right back up.
Ivana Hercha is out. And his completed initial is eligible to score. Sparky chooses to call off the jam.
Ivana Hercha coming in hot there at the end of that, but call off quick before they can make contact with the back of the pack.
Was an 11-point jam for Red Stick, 98-69.
Hit This Derby gear has everything you need to get rolling, from skates, protective gear, and unmatched service for all your derby needs. Before you hit the track, hit this.
You really do have everything you need.
They do. I was over there earlier and got some parts for my skaters' skates. They were super gracious.
All right, number 66, Are You Ready? Taking the lead position for Jet City. Just off like a rocket. 8-9 Princess Lay It On You jamming for Red Stick. And Are You Ready? Just dancing and diving through this pack. Oh, wow, just tearing them apart for 4 points.
Apparently Arya was ready, and 4 big points there for Jet City. Oh, and a nice dance move across the inside line there. And the call off. Are you ready? See how many points they're going to award here.
Let's see, no points picked up by Red Stick. And 4 points picked up by Jet City.
2 more for Jet City as we were waiting for the call there. So 6 total on that jam. 4 Jet City, 1 for Red Stick.
All right, very good. 777 Dominican Cans with the power start for Red Stick.
It's like at the very end of that jam, I guess we have a cut track called on Are You Ready?
Oh, and Cans puts up a track cut penalty.
All right, so we'll have a jam or a switcheroo here. Are You Ready? Now back out of the jam, out of the penalty box and engaging the back of the pack. Oh, and a nice move, the inside, little hop skip, and through.
Hold the water bottle because we're going to go for the switcheroo. Are You Ready? Picks up the lead.
Dominican Can's back out of the penalty box now, too, and engaging the pack.
Are You Ready? You got to love when a jammer comes out of the box and gets the lead, and now is getting the points advantage, 4 points in the air. Beautiful apex jump from Are You Ready?
Oh, and a nice knockout there. Number 6, Jet City, Razor Wrecker.
A girl has thrusters in her skates.
But Dominican Can taking that hit and moving through. Are You Ready with the call off?
Official review being called by Jet City's bench.
Emphatic run out there with their call there for the Jet City coach. Don't forget, gang, check out our social media team is working all weekend to bring you live tweets and Facebook coverage throughout this event to supplement this awesome live stream. Be sure to check it out and also use that hashtag BigO2019 for all your Derby posts. I understand there's a hashtag Big O Doggo and a Big O Catto.
Big O Dogs and Big O Cats. And there's even a...
Yeah, what, you're going to say Big O Iguana?
Big O Raccoon.
Oh, I saw the Big O Iguana, too. I didn't see the raccoon.
I did see the iguana.
Is it raccoon, too?
Yeah, there's a raccoon. Our tournament head announcer, Julia Sleazer, posted that one this morning.
Oh, no kidding. Awesome. Awesome. I didn't see that one. Yeah, we're having fun here at Big O, and I hope everybody's enjoying the coverage and the time we're having here. Is a lot of fun this weekend. A lot of great world-class roller derby.
Call on the red jammer.
I got an opportunity to watch a men's roller derby game, first time ever. I'd never had the opportunity, and
well then,
there they are. So that was awesome. The teams are great.
All right, head ref Dr.
I
Beverly
apologize.
Crusher.
They're looking for an insubordination for failure to leave the track after the cut call. Might be.
All right, so Jet City are looking for an insubordination call on the Red Stick Jammer after that Dominican cans after that last jam. So they're gonna the zebra huddle will put their stripy heads together along with our penalty tracking non-skating officials. Oh, and red stick, oi, oi, oi chant happening out in the crowd.
It's like their crowd trying to get them fired up here. We have a lot of fans here this afternoon on track 2.
I sure do. I think several of those folks are skaters from Wasatch and from V-Town. And, you know, that's Derby love when a team beats you and you come along to cheer them on.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's one of the things I love the most about roller derby is the camaraderie between these teams, even though the competition is fast and furious and hot and heated on the track.
Looks like Dr. Crusher is ready to pronounce the verdict here, or the prognosis. She's got the mic. Here she goes.
No call on the track stands. The official review has not been retained.
All right, the no call will stand. Official review is not retained for Jet City. And so that means no penalty being issued to Red Stick. And so we're getting right back into it. Once again, we've got the tall and fast matchup of Are You Ready, number 6'6", and 725 Sparkles Fantastic.
Oh, both of these jammers just fantastic here this afternoon.
And Are You Ready is your lead jammer.
Oh, and a big apex jump. Are you ready? Wow, that's the biggest apex jump I think I've seen so far this weekend.
And we've got only a 10-point difference between our scores now. 20 minutes left in our half.
And just a 10-point game. This is anyone's bout here at this time. Plenty of time left. I'd like to remind all of our viewers out there that our game up next on track 2 is Rose City Wheels of Justice going up against Denver's Mile High Club. This will be the marquee matchup of the weekend.
That indeed will be one to watch. And Eva Derchi, and remember, she's the one we had to call the medics for earlier, is out and is your lead jammer.
I think perhaps you're right. Just maybe a little wind knocked out. Just needed a moment to catch their breath. Back on the track and tearing it up.
8-9 Princess Leia and Anya bearing the star for Red Stick, taking a big hit from 1-6 Bombshell. Recycled to the pivot line.
Bombshell just not letting anything pass here. Little offense there for Princess Leia.
And Princess through to complete initial. Eva Derchi busts through, puts up 4 points, calls it off. This is a 2-point game, everybody watching at home. Wow.
Fans go wild. This is a great game. And we have another timeout here called. Looks like a Red Stick.
Yeah, Red Stick team timeout. 7-6 Little Miss Maggot bearing the star for Red Stick going into our next jam. Number 5, Ivana Hercha with the star for Jet City. And I see Red Stick coach James P. Scullivan going in to give their skaters some notice. And alternate coach Hibenchi Girl also going out to the middle of the track.
They would also like to remind everybody to check out KLCC 89.7. That's the local NPR station for Oregonians.
Look at this crowd. I don't think I've seen track 2 this seated up this whole tournament.
Oh, this is an exciting game, and everybody knows it, so they're coming over to watch.
And also to grab seats for the next game, which
Well,
is
there's that too,
good.
but I don't think they're being disappointed with the action on the track.
No, indeed.
This is a great game. Both teams are really fighting hard here.
All right, we're coming back in out of our timeout. And here we go. Little Miss Maggot attempting to come through on the outside. Ivana Hercha coming through on the outside. And Ivana Hercha is your lead jammer. Everybody grab your beverages because you may be time to hydrate at the end of this jam.
Oh, and just nowhere to go here for Maggot. Trying hard to make the play, but being recycled once again.
And Ivana Hercha is through, putting up 4 points.
Oh, just a last-second knockout there. Deadly long legs.
4 more points in the air for Jet City.
Looks like number 5, I Shove Lucy for Red Stick headed to the penalty box. Oh, and another big apex jump there. Ivana Hercha through for 4 more.
We've had a star pass on Red Stick to 411 Fun Size.
And Jet City is taking the lead now. And Ivana Hercha with a call off. Jet City now takes the lead.
And there it is, guys and gals and non-conforming pals at home. Grab your beverage and hydrate because it's a lead change.
And a big lead change. Jet City, 16 unanswered points on that jam. Brings the score, Jet City 113, Red Stick 99.
725 Sparkles Fantastic up to the jam line now for Red Stick with number 5-1.
Crash Smash 'em. Another great derby name. That's another one we like to say, Crash Smash 'em.
And it looks like Sparky is your lead jammer. 1-3, the Mexorcist forced to let her go.
Original Sin for Red Stick headed to the penalty box. And Razor for Jet City. So now both teams with 1 blocker in the penalty box.
4 points in the sky for Sparky.
Meanwhile, Sparky making up the difference here. It looks like Chicklets Rock now through on their initial scoring pass.
And after receiving the star, 4 more points for Sparky as she calls it off. So this is still only a 6-point game.
Oh, Red Stick coming right back there with a nice 8 unanswered points.
Number 66, Are You Ready? Stepping up to the jam line here for Jet City with 8-9 Princess Lay It On Ya, ready to go to warp speed, or to light speed rather, for
That's
Red
right.
Stick.
Wrong sci-fi there.
Got my franchises mixed up. Are You Ready?
It happens when you're a fan of both. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
All right. And Are You Ready? Coming around to engage the pack on a scoring pass. Oh, and quickly through Are You Ready? Relatively untouched there.
And Red Stick
And
has
now we have
passed
the
the start
call
of
off.
5-1-1 Machu Picchu. One of the rare times Red Stick has used the star pass technique. Are You Ready, though? Gets those 4 points, calls off the jam.
Jet City extending their lead now, 10-point advantage over Red Stick.
If you want to support the red team, you can buy some of their merch.
Jet City coach reaching over to give 0-3 Mary Contrary a little advice right before the start of this jam. 7-6 Little Miss Maggot with the star for Red Stick, bunched up right behind her. Little Miss Maggot attempting to come through on the outside. Mary Contrary comes through on the inside and gets lead.
We haven't called Mary Contrary very much this afternoon. Making a big an impact now for Jet City.
Little Miss Maggot through to complete her initial. Mary Contrary fighting against the Red Stick defense and getting through for 4 points. Calls off the jam.
And Jet City chipping away here.
These little nibbles to keep extending the lead. Number 5, Aisha Lucy, giving a heart sign to some of the cheerers in the crowd.
Of course, we know that 14 points is nothing in the game of roller derby, can easily be made up.
And number 725, Sparkles Fantastic, has a history, including in this game, of doing 16-plus point jams.
Oh, we've seen it several times here today.
And number 5, Ivana Hercha, is also a high-scoring jammer. And 725, Sparkles Fantastic, is your lead jammer.
Yeah, just like that. Sparkles out on the lead. It's like Ivana Hercha being recycled now to the back.
Sparky dashes and dives on through, putting up those 4 points.
Wow, that's a nice burst of speed there by Sparkles.
Red Stick have always traditionally been a second-half team. So let's see.
Well, they're certainly showing that today.
And we've had a star pass on Jet City to number 16 Bombshell, who took a hit from 725 Sparkles Fantastic. Oh, Bombshell colliding into the braced wall of 100 Original Sin, 511 Machu Picchu, and 76 Little Miss Maggot.
Yeah, and Bombshell with a back block on that, coming in hot on that pack.
Oh, Sparky with a shirt whip on 100 Original Sin. She yoinked that jersey so hard she might owe Sin a new jersey.
Yeah.
But these are actually all new Frogmouth jerseys from last year. And so they're really, really good quality.
Oh, and Sparkles through again. 4 more big points for
Actually, I
Red
apologize.
Stick.
These are Pivot Star uniforms. We are moving to Frogmouth eventually. We have for our home teams.
Be careful. Be ready to hydrate. We have another lead change here. Red Stick taking the lead.
Yep, this is a 20-point jam, the highest scoring single jam in this entire game.
Well, you were just saying that Sparkles could do it, and sure enough, they're putting up the points on this jam.
It's only a 2-point game right now, though. Sparky chooses to call it off. Looks like
4 more big points.
Looks like that is a 24-point jam.
Wow, 24 big points for Sparkle Muffin. That's the biggest jam so far, by far.
All right, not only is that the biggest scoring jam of this game, that is the highest scoring jam I've seen this entire tournament.
I saw a little bit. I think I saw about a 27er on a juniors game earlier in the day. But that's still impressive. Anytime you can get over 20, that's impressive.
That is massive. All right, and that is indeed your lead change. So grab your beverages and hydrate.
All right, we do have a team timeout now. Jet City calling a timeout. Try to regroup a little bit here after that phenomenal performance there by Sparkle Muffin.
You can see him doing a little shake and shimmy.
I think that's not Sparkle Muffin, is it?
No,
Sparkle's fantastic. There's another skater on my home league that's Sparkle Muffin. I apologize.
I'm going to let her know that you called her Sparkle Muffin, though, because that's adorable.
That is. Sorry about that, Sparkle.
All right, got 6-6. Are you ready? Jamming for Jet City. 8-9 Princess, lay it on you. Ready to go to light speed for Red Stick.
Jet City will start with a 2-pack disadvantage here with 2 skaters in the penalty box.
12 minutes to go on the clock. This has turned into like one of my favorite games.
Like with Are You Ready on the jam line, you absolutely have to have a defensive plan for her because she is going to tear apart your pack and dance around. If there's any opening, she's going to get through it. That's the performance that she's demonstrated in this game so far.
We're going to start way behind the jam line here, get a little head start on that Red Stick pack. They're hugging the line, and Are You Ready way behind the line now.
More Red Stick cheers out there. I do see several people in Wasatch jerseys who are cheering them on.
Well, don't feel like if you didn't
And I
get
see some
your
folks in
outfit
B-Town
right,
jerseys
you
as
can
well.
join us at the after party.
It's like we were saying earlier, it's so awesome to see the camaraderie and friendships that are made at tournaments like this.
You don't even have to have pants. Just
Jet City has their own cheering section over there.
show up to Spectrum. Gotta be
And
20.
are you
mugging for the crowd.
Are you ready? Trying to get them fired up.
It will end up as
Go
a
through this
drop.
official timeout.
DJ Meow on the turntables. With a
We're just waiting for the timeout time to run its course.
want to hear you.
Yep, officials have to get everything together because they're the ones who are running the show here.
Okay, it looks like we're ready to go here.
All right, that's it. Once the whistle blows, off they're gonna go. Princess sliding back over to Arya, putting her butt right in her face, getting right in her comfort zone. And Princess trying to drag her back. Wow, talk about that defensive strategy we were talking about earlier. Arya takes a spill, and Princess Leia Anya gets out, but gets a track cut.
Track.
Are You Ready picks up lead.
Just like that. Are you ready?
Grab your
Taking
drinks
advantage.
again, everybody at home, because
Oh,
this
there
may
it
be
is.
another lead change. That's
There
4
it is.
in the air for Arya.
Are you ready?
All right, 1 point game now. Are you ready? Still scoring points.
I absolutely would not have wanted to give up a power jam to Are You Ready.
There
That's
you go.
for
Are you
sure.
ready? Through once again. 4 more points. Lead change.
Like in that list I was talking about earlier, I think Are You Ready would be right there at number 2.
Oh, and another
Oh,
big jump. Are
takes
you
a
ready?
huge
But
spill.
not quite
Wow.
the landing.
Wow, that looked
Oh.
borderline injurious, but it
Looked like-
was
It does look
A
like
penalty.
they've called a
a leg block.
leg block. Well, that's interesting. I didn't see that from here, but it was hard to see from our vantage point.
And Princess is through, completing initial.
Oh, and 2 more Jet City blockers headed to the penalty box. So looks like Princess Leia Anya will have a diminished pack to work with here.
Yeah, Princess has got 30 seconds left to make up Arya's point.
Chicklets Rock held her up for a moment there, but not to be denied. Princess Leia Anya making it through.
She took hit after hit, but nevertheless, she persists. Are You Ready? She's
Terror.
out of the box and back in the fight as well.
Terror face off with the big recycle there. And Are You Ready with a hop, skip, and a jump. Now on their initial pass. No, 4 points being scored by Are You Ready?
That's right, that's 12 points so far for Jet City on this jam. And Princess picks up 4 more at the end of it. So
That could
Red
have been-
Stick back in the lead.
It's like we're having a little bit longer jams here now
We're
toward
staying
the
in
end
the
of the
lead,
game.
rather.
Teams are scoring a little bit more multiple lap points here. Just a little less than 10 minutes to go. 1 point game. Red Stick 139, Jet City 138. Boy, this is some exciting derby here. Everybody at home's enjoying this as much as we are.
It sure is. And we got a team timeout being called by a Red Stick.
Oh, and some more points being awarded to Jet City there, bringing their total to 15 for that jam. So now our score is 141-139.
This is an official review, not a team timeout, it turns out. So Red Stick using their O here.
Don't forget, Hit This Derby Gear has everything you need to get rolling, from skates, protective gear, and unmatched service for all your derby needs. Before you hit the track, hit this.
Roller derby, but they came prepared. This exhibition will be followed by Team Canada versus your Big O and the
And also keep hashtagging your tweets. Big O 2019. I've been keeping an eye on them.
Red is looking for a high block to be issued on the blue jammer.
All right. Yep. Looks like Red Stick were asking for a high block to be issued on the Jet City Jammer.
We got some fans out here for Jet City writing some wonderful words of encouragement. Well, Scott, we have about 6 matriculated juniors who have been skating on our Emerald City's All-Star roster. Some of them for up to 2 years now.
And we are just waiting for the officials to make their decision here. We're waiting for the officials to make their decision here before they give us a...
Waiting
I've
and
gone
waiting.
into
We're in the
golf.
waiting place.
Gone into golf announcer mode now.
We have to be quiet. We have to be very quiet.
Very, very quiet. We're hunting
We're
rabbits.
hunting rabbits.
And later I have to go buy Dropkick Daisy a beer, who's our current video producer. But I'm going to tell you, she has earned it. Get to hear that cold, frosty beverage.
We were just talking a minute ago about hashtag Big O Doggo. I just saw a dog run by in the crowd here, on a leash, of course, but all of our friendly furry friends are welcome here. Seen several dogs over the weekend.
I'd say I've never seen so many pets or children at a roller derby, like non-skating children at a roller derby event.
Well, it's a thing in Oregon that everybody brings their dogs everywhere.
We're gonna sing it. We're gonna.
Upon review, the officials have deemed the contact legal. Official review not retained.
All right, they found the contact to be legal. Official review is not retained.
All right, well, back to derby action.
All right. 411 fun size on the jam line for Red Stick. 5-1 crash smash him with the star for Jet City. It's only a 2-point game right now, so either of these any points picked up by either of these jammers are going to go a long way.
Oh, and both jammers working hard in the pack scrum at the top of turn 1.
Fun size pushing the pack forward, attempting to make her way, and then getting recycled way back by number 16 Bombshell.
Meanwhile, Crash Smash him here working against number 69, Danae Palm Death. But as I'm saying that, Danae Palm Death headed to the penalty box.
As is 7-6 Little Miss Maggot.
And Crash Smash him now through as lead jammer and scoring points.
And it looked like I Shove Lucy and Stabby Cat were too busy trying to help their jammer to oppose the enemy jammer, and that's 8 points.
Crash
total.
Smash him. Crash Smash him. There was some great track awareness, weaving through that pack, some great lateral movement. Once again,
wow!
Only 2 blockers on the track for Red Stick, but Crash Smash him, make it look easy. Oh, and once again, look at that lateral movement, Crash Smash him. Inside to outside in just a heartbeat, right around.
It's a 16-point jam for Jet City here.
And a big knockout there, number 80, Beethoven's Fist.
A big pile of bodies here. And Red Stick have passed the start of 7-6 Little Miss Maggot, who's attempting to come back in. And Little Miss Maggot is through. Beautiful awareness, not recycling past anybody she didn't have to. Crash Smash him calls it off from the middle of the pack.
Wow, big 16-point jam there for Jet City.
18 points.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 more, 18 unanswered points. Now the score stretches out to 20-point difference. Jet City 159, Red Stick 139.
Less than 8 minutes left to go.
Oh, it's just like we were saying earlier, just one jam can make a huge difference, so plenty of time left for Red Stick.
This game is so close.
We're not counting anybody out of this one.
You're going to have a heart attack. Red Stick, if you kill your announcer, that means you win. 725 Sparkles Fantastic and 03 Mary Contrary jamming now. Mary Contrary gets out front, gets that lead.
Wow, quickly Mary Contrary blasting through the pack. Take lead jammer for Jet City. It's like Sparkle Fantastic now through on her initial pass as well. Jet City's pivot headed to the penalty box.
Mary Contrary chooses to call it off in the middle of the pack. Looks like 3 points picked up by her on her way out. No points for Red Stick. 7 minutes left in the game. It is still literally anybody's game at this point.
Red Stick will have a 1-player pack advantage to start this next jam, as it's like Deadly Longlegs residing in the penalty box for Jet City.
8-9 Princess Lay It On Ya with the star for Red 6-6 Are You Ready jamming for Jet City.
Are you ready? Trying to play a little defense there before the jam gets started.
Both jammers flopping down to their knees. But Are You Ready is through first, and it is your lead jammer.
It's like Original Sin headed to the penalty box now for Red Stick. Number 1, Sia Wouldn't Want to Be out of the penalty box for Jet City, as is Deadly Long Legs. Both skaters headed back to the track. Jet City now at full strength.
Are you throwing up 4 points? And
and a big pile up here.
725 Sparkles Fantastic.
With a big old pile up right there, turn 3, but the call off from Are You Ready? Looks like Jet City was 7 more points in that jam, extending their lead now 139 to 169.
Yep, this is a 30-point game with with less than 6 minutes left. It's still possible for Red Stick to pull this out, but it's getting increasingly unlikely.
Well, that Jet City stretched that score to 30 points in 2 jams, so that can easily happen for Red Stick as well. The way these teams have been playing, there's no one really with a big advantage or big difference in play here. Some penalties and untimely power jams have put Jet City right up.
Red Stick coaches Jamsby Skelliman and Hibenshi Girl conferring with their skaters, doing their charcuteries in order once again. And now it looks like we're about to come out of our timeout. Number 8-9 Princess Leia Anya doing finger guns on her way to the right L jam line. 5-1-1 Crash Smash 'em, putting on the star for Jet City.
Sorry, you're ready to get started again.
And they are both off.
Hitting right off the bat, pushing their way up, just plowing for Jet City. 2 to beat and 1 more to go.
Oh, looks like 2 skaters for Red Stick headed to the penalty box. It's number 30 Stabby Cat and number 76 Little Miss Maggot, both now in the penalty box for Red Stick.
Red Stick played that first half so clean, but now
it's a wave
all over the place.
It's a wave. Machu now headed to the penalty box as well. Not enough room at the end now.
So Machu's going to get released immediately, and Original Sin also off to the box. Every single Red Stick skater except Princess Leia and Anya at this point has been signaled to the box.
And nonetheless, looks like Princess Leia and Anya making it through the pack. And there's the call off.
Oh, Princess is furious.
I don't know if any of you have had an opportunity to notice our non-skating official, their ultraviolet blue in the middle of the track. Those are some epic boots.
They do indeed.
I just noticed that, and they are epic.
That massive sparkle. They're even prettier up close.
This bout has everything. We have awesome derby names. We have awesome derby action. We have awesome non-skating official boots. We are killing it here at track 2 this afternoon at the Big O.
All right, let's see. We've got an official timeout. Looks like number 3 Chicklets Rock either fouled out or was expelled because she has completely left the track.
Well, I know we don't have current penalty tracker, but there were a couple skaters that were close, and there's been some serious activity in the penalty box here in the second half. So I guess I wouldn't be too surprised to find out a skater fouled out. Little track maintenance here on the edge. A little retape job, trying to keep the skaters safe.
Absolutely. We love our track crew out here.
Oh, and they're getting a shout out from the house announcers, the track crew.
Oh, of course. And it looks like we're getting ready to come out of our timeout. 725 Sparkles Fantastic with the star for Red Stick. Number 5, Ivana Hercha jamming for Jet City.
Red Stick with 2 skaters in the penalty box again. Jet City has 1 in the penalty box, so packs are a little depleted.
Ivana Hercha getting the lead.
And we have a star pass, looks like now.
7-6 Little Miss Maggot.
And there's the call off by Ivana.
Looks like 3 points picked up by Jet City on that last score trip.
Well, Jet City now stretching the lead just a little bit at a time here, but if they're scoring and Red Stick isn't. Are you ready once again on the line for Jet City? Looks like Princess Lay It On Ya for Red Stick.
That is correct. And Princess going in to try to come up the works for Aria. And Princess Lay It On Ya is your lead jammer.
Well, that was a nice move by Princess there to bust through the pack and quickly around the outside. Looks like Are You Ready? Stabbed by the track monster on the backstretch there. Back up and moving.
And Princess picks up 1 point. This is the first point Red Stick's picked up in a couple of jams here.
Well, just a little over 2 minutes to go here.
Yes.
And this 40-point advantage now for Jet City.
Oh, yeah. 725 Sparkles Fantastic with the jammer star now for Red Stick. Number 5, Ivana Hercha carrying the star for Jet City.
And both teams at full strength here to start this jam, which is unusual here in the second half. Our penalty box is empty. Oh, and as soon as I say that, of course, Jet City is sending a player, number 57, that's Ruby Rough and Tumble, to the penalty box.
Announcer curse. Princess Lay It On Ya also off to the box. But Sparkles Fantastic is your lead jammer.
And Danae Palm Death also headed to the penalty box for Red Stick. Oh, Ivana Hercha now through the pack. And there's your call off.
That's 4 points in the sky for Sparkles Fantastic and the Red Stick Blockers.
So there we go, Red Stick off the schneid there. They were scoreless for a jam or two, and they're back on now. Plenty of time left.
Red Stick have lost this game. They're not going to pick up 40 points or 36 points.
Well, maybe not, but
1 or 2 jams.
It could happen. It could happen. I'm not giving up hope.
It's not going to happen. But at the same time, they're not going to stop because they're going to fight for every single point they can get.
You bet they are. This has been a great bout here this afternoon. Both teams putting up maximum effort.
And really going 2 for 3 in a big tournament like this is not something that you go home feeling bad about.
Oh, absolutely. This has been a great tournament, I know, for Red Stick. And Jet City, too. It's been a good tournament. Lots of fun had by everyone and some good derby action. A lot of good experience here early in the season.
Mary Contrary popping up 4 points.
And Jet City sending 2 more skaters to the penalty box here at the end of the game. Number 57 and number 22, that's Ruby Rough and Tumble and Terror Face-Off.
And Mary Contrary getting pushed back. Really, at this point, all Mary needs to do is run the clock and then call it off and not get a penalty. But a huge hit from 100 Original Sin, throwing Mary Contrary to the ground. The period clock only has 10 seconds left on it. So this is the final jam, one way or the other.
Yeah, it looks like we still have about 50 seconds to go in the jam time.
And Princess trying to come around, but getting recycled. Mary Contrary gets through, 4 points in the air.
There it is. There's your call off, Mary Contrary. So our unofficial score, Jet City 188, Red Stick 148.
That was indeed Jet City's game there.
Well, it was a great battle all the way until the end.
Absolutely.
Jet City just kind of stretched it out at the end.
There's so much tenacity, so much spirit on the part of both of these teams rather.
All right, there you have
That
your
is
final
official
score.
final.
Official final score now. Jet City 188 and Red Stick 148. What a great game. Please, everybody, stay tuned for the next game here on track 2. Like we were saying earlier, it's going to be Rose City Rollers Wheels of Justice, ranked number 1 in the world, against Denver Mile High Club, ranked number 3 in the world. So that is going to be the marquee matchup for today, and that's coming up next right here on track 2.
And my name is Hazenberg.
And I'm Toe Furious.
And we'll see y'all around the track.
All right, thank you.